Oh my gosh, I think I got the stream up and running. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hope that you're all having a fantastic day today. It is Saturday, July 25th, 2026 right now. Hope that everyone's having a fantastic day. It's going to be a fantastic stream as well. Smash the like. Let's hop into it right now. All right. So Bitcoin coming in at $64,000. Looking good, looking good. We're at 64,260. You got Ethereum coming in at 1,800 bucks. All right, 1,870. It's right under 1,900. All right. BNB's at 567, XRP 110. Solana $74. This is a good time to be buying some Solana for sure. I think that 74 bucks for Sol is a nice price. All right, it's a nice price point. See this chart right here? Over the past month, you're seeing that it's kind of forming a range. All right, so this is a nice little time to DCA into it. You can see that's kind of finding support where it was the mid 70 range, you know, looking good right here. Obviously, its local high went up all the way to 83, so you're not getting it at that local high. You're getting a little bit cheaper. Looking good right there. Lots of updates to Vilos. Really excited to be talking about these things in the stream here. If you want to join the #1 community, the best app, the best website, it is this one. It's pinned in the live chat. All right. Good to see everybody up in the house, up in the live chat. Good to see everybody. I see Velvet. Good to see you. I got Rainbows Hopes up in the chat. Good to see you again. Good to see you. I'm sure that you're probably going to ask me to go check out some Stellar on this live stream. That's one of your favorite ones, right? Stellar Lumens. Let's go check it out. Let's see. Stellar's at 1779 right now. 1779. All right. So it did come back down to that point where I was talking about, right? This is kind of messy, but I said worst case scenario. All right. I'm going to erase what I did on this chart. It would come back down here, but I don't see that happening. I think that right now, Stellar is retesting its moving average. It's 200-day and 200-week moving average. You can see the 200-week is in orange. It just fell below its 200-day moving average. So the big thing for Stellar Lumens Rainbow is essentially if it holds above this local bottom right here that it's set in February, right? You want it to find a higher low here and then start going back up. So that's kind of like what I'm seeing with Stellar. You're seeing as well that it's in this symmetrical triangle. So it respects its levels very well. You want to get like a breaking point out of here, an inflection point happening with this. And I think that's going to play out probably over the next, I would say 4 weeks right here, that it's finally going to make a decision whether it's going to go up, all right, and start retesting these highs over here, or it's going to break down and make a new lower low. All right, it's a new lower low could probably be over here, right? I would see, you know, 14 cents, 13 cents. That's what I'm seeing with that one right there. So that's Stellar right there. I think it's a good one though. It's a good blue chip. You know, it's pretty big. You wanted me to go check out SHIB? I can go check it out. So you said, did you see SHIB? It spiked up, no news around it. Wonder what the reason is. Let's go investigate that real quick. Let's go see that. SHIB. Wow, it did spike up. You're right. So it went from just like, you know, earlier today, it went from $2.46 billion of market cap. Now it's at $3 billion, right under $3 billion. Let's run an agent on this real quick. Let's also go see, you know, why the price is moving. All right, so let's see if there's any spike in volume right now. So volume right here, there's a lot on OKX for some reason. You know, on Binance, there's only $22 million. On OKX, there's $171 million right there. So for some reason, there's a lot of volume over there. Let me see real quick. Let's see if we go here. Okay, SHIB. Let's go see X real quick. Let's see why this is pumping up. Let's go latest. A huge wallet from an institution has apparently accommodated millions inside Coinbase under the crypto Shiba Inu. There will be an explosion at the time. So probably just some whales, all right? Maybe institutions are buying it. You know, maybe there's something like an ETF coming. I'm not sure. It's a very random spike. But if we go over here and we go check out our liquidations, let me pop on dark mode real quick. Dark mode. Let's see if I can find Shiba Inu. Let's see. There must have been a lot of, actually, let me go over here real quick. Let's see how many liquidations there were today. Yeah, most of it is longs getting liquidated in the last like few hours. So 300K longs, most of that's from OKX. I mean, sorry, not of longs, of shorts being liquidated, right? People betting that's going to go down. So $842,000 of shorts. Just probably a short squeeze happening with it. That happens a lot. You know, it's been on a base for a long time, and now just the random spike up just to like liquidate those leverage traders. And then you'll probably see it, you know, come back down. If you're in profit with this right now, I would say maybe take a little bit of profit for sure. I would say that. Let's go check out the community real quick. All right. So lots of big updates in the community. First off, there's the daily call. Every single day you can bet whether the price of Bitcoin is going to finish, it's going to close lower or higher. That's the daily call up there. You'll see the button. You can get diamonds, all right, as a reward if you get it right. Obviously, do your daily check-in. You get 15 diamonds every single day for checking in here. That's at the top. And if we go down here, all right, there's also spaces, all right? You can do your own space within the community. You can do live calls, everything like that. The live call is when you want to FaceTime somebody, all right? You can do a group call, or you can do a space where it's just audio only, which is really nice, all right? So that's new. Let me go see over here real quick, though. Let me see trades. What are people buying up today? Viking. I like that the new look for the premium, I would say the names, right? So if you get enough diamonds, you can go unlock the gold name, which has the sparkles and the shine and stuff like that. And it says that you're basically like an OG up in Bylos. Vikings got that right now. Like that a lot. So he said, dude. So right here, he bought 50. No, let me see. Yeah, he bought 500,000 of this token at 0.0014. All right, RSI is at 57. It's a little overheated, but he's up $50 in profit right now. Let me see real quick. So this is Doodles. This is an NFT project. What's the market cap for this? Market cap. It's ranked 795th in the world, so it's a pretty small market cap. It's only $15 million. It's on Coinbase. Okay, it's on Coinbase. It's on Binance Futures. Let me see real quick. Let me see if they have anything on X. They got almost 600K followers on X. They just came out with this, introducing the Doodles Toy Factory. So they're going to be actually making physical toys now. I think that's cool. Maybe they could do something like Pudgy Penguins and get their toys in places. You know what? I'm going to add this to my watch list right now. Add it to the watch list. The chart, let me see if it's bottomed out. Yeah, this thing is definitely very bottomed out for sure. Let me see over here real quick. Its high market cap was 95 million. Now it's at 15. So from its all-time high, it's down 91%. I think that's a good price point. I think it's a good price point to put in a little lottery ticket here and buy some. I'm not going to buy any yet, though. I'm going to wait and do a little bit more research on this. Let me do a little bubble map real quick. Let's see what this brings up. Let's see if it's very centralized within the top 10 or the top 50 holders. We'll let that load in the background. I just saw my Walmart delivery for my groceries just got delivered, so I think I got some stuff for the fridge, but I'm streaming now, so it is what it is. It's gonna melt. Let me go back over here. Doodles, 67 score out of 100. So top 10 holds 68% of the supply. 87% is in the top 50. For myself, I don't think I'm gonna add that. But yeah, we'll put it on the watch list just to make sure. All right, let's see my watch list real quick. Let's see which one's pumping up today. So you got the Joshua one. It is at 1.6 mil market cap. This thing looks like it kind of rugged. It's not in my portfolio. I didn't buy any, but I put it on my watch list for a while. Yeah, this thing looks like it's kind of dead. It went up all the way to a market cap of like 12, 13 mil. Now it's at 1. So did it get any exchanges? Let me see. No, still no exchanges, just Mexi. So I'm not going to buy that. Let me go over here real quick. You got Synapse. What's Synapse doing actually? Let me see. So this thing like a month ago, 2 months ago, this thing was bought by Arthur Hayes, obviously big influencer in the space, that he pumped it up, right? It went from right here, 5 cents all the way up to 58 cents. A lot of, plebs were buying it at the top, FOMOing into it. I was like, I'm not going to. So actually it doesn't have Coinbase. It has crypto.com, but it's still on my watch list. I'm looking at it. I'm not too bullish on that yet, but let me go over here. Let me see. Monu. We might go for a while today, guys, because I haven't been live in like a week. So we're going to have to catch up on everything, all the plays. I bought some CashCat. All right. So guys, it's absolutely free to join Vilos. You don't have to pay for anything by joining Vilos. Go join. You can see all of my trades in real time. It gets sent to your phone if you download the app on Android or iOS, and you get the emails as well. So CashCat, I bought twice yesterday. All right. Or was it 2 days ago? I can't even remember. Every single day goes by so quickly in the summertime. It's insane. Now it's at 5.3. All right. I did 2 entries into this. Let me go check out my trades real quick over here. Let's go check out my profile. So let's go to my trades. All right. So CashCat spot right over here. This one's up $200. $200. I posted it 2 days ago. All right. And what about the other one? The other one, I actually put in more money into it. This one's up $800. So $1,000 in, 24 to 48 hours is pretty decent. I'm not going to close these yet because what I said in this trade right here is it's down 80% from its all-time high. All right. Like, it's a good time to be buying some. It still remains the biggest meme coin on Robinhood. And I want to plant some seeds for the bull run as well. So getting something that has fallen from all-time highs from $224 million in market cap. Let me see. Yeah, $224 million in market cap all the way down. And it kind of is forming a bottom here. If you're going to get some, the bottom was 41 million. This is the time to be getting some. If you're going to get some, all right, even at 53 mil right now. All right, this is a good one. Let me check a bubble map real quick on this. Let's see what the decentralization is like. Another big update to Vilos on the crypto page. All right, if you go visit cryptos on Vilos, your most recent ones that you've looked at will be at the top here. All right, and then you can press clear as well. All right, clear is right there if you want to just, clean it up, get rid of that. But the recent ones are at the top now, so you can just quickly, as a shortcut, go see them again if you want. That's a nice little update right there, real quick. Let's go check out CashCat right over here. Oh, I guess it's not loading because it's on Robinhood. I got to make that update. There's always more stuff to update. I love it. It's amazing. So let's go over here real quick. Let's see if there's any hacks on the day. Over $1 billion has been exploited in 2026. All right. The biggest one this year was 295. Let's see, July 23rd, and this is 2 days ago. You have two hacks. 22, you got one. The July 21st, you got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. So the scammers and hackers are out right now. They're in full force. Let me go over here real quick. Let's go check out revenue. Top protocols by revenue on the day. Tether, they made 16 mil today. You got Circle, they've made 6 million. Canton Network 1.85. Hyperliquids made 1.17 million. All right, they're always very consistent, like about $1 million a day they make. Tron 872. What's Pump Fund? Pump Fund's at 761. And so I closed a Pump Fund trade. All right, if I go over here, I did make a nice trade with Pump Fund. Let me see real quick. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I got so many trades. Oh wait, these are my open trades. Let's go closed. Yeah, this one right here. So this one I realized $1,174. Another $1,000 right there. I mean, think about it, right? You know, if you're making $1,000 every couple days, every few days, you're gonna have your own salary of $200,000 to $400,000 a year. That's pretty good, right? And some of these trades I've, like, especially in the bull run, you know, these trades, I'll close them at like plus $10,000 in profit, plus 50,000, 100,000. That's what happens in the bull run. But in the bear market, I will take this all day long. If I'm making a 41% gain and I only had to hold it for 1 month, that's really good, you know, because I posted this on June 29th. That's when I bought into Pump Fund. All right, it went up, had a nice little rally. Let me see, 1 month chart. All right, so on June 29th, right here, right there, I bought some, sold it up here. It's a nice trade. It's 41% gain. All right, I'm not going to complain about that. That's a nice trade. But this thing, I told everybody, okay, I'm going to buy back in. Once Bitcoin makes its bottom, I'm going to buy back into Pump Fund because this is one that produces revenue every single day. This is the casino on Solana. Obviously, they make a ton of money, right? So it's a good one. It has all the exchanges. Everybody knows about it. It has the attention. It has an app, everything like that. Very, very bullish on it. But for right now, I closed the trade, realized some profits. I'll use those profits to buy back in at a lower price. And if I bought in right now again, I would be buying back in at a lower price. But I think it's going to go even lower because Bitcoin is probably going to fall over here, I would say, in the next month. All right. This little relief rally back up to 65, 66,000. It gets people to believe again. You know, this is what it does in the bear market. It always takes about 13 to 14 months for this to really completely bottom out. And then you're going to have green skies ahead. Like if we look over here, right? Bitcoin bear markets, they usually last about a year. We're 10 months into this one. All right, there's about 2 to 3 months left. And you can see this is kind of what's going to play out here, all right? Where the cursor is, all right, that's where we are. You have this green sky of like 3 to 4 years ahead of you of like, it's not going to go lower. The whole bull market, all right, unless you get into something that gets hacked or whatever like that, or a rug pull like a meme coin. But if you invest in the blue chips ones, when you're getting in right now, you'll never see those prices ever again. You never see those prices ever again. That's why I'm so hyped up and I'm excited for this bull market here with you guys, because I think we're going to create a lot of millionaires in our group. I think a lot of people are going to be able to change their lives between now and because of the entries you're doing now up until December of this year. Those entries are going to be able to be life-changing money for you. All right, you're going to turn $10,000 into 100 or 500 or $2 million. If you do the right plays and right flips along the way, dude, you're going to change your life. You're going to change your life. All right. This is my 4th crypto cycle. You know, the first one was a big learning experience. All right. Because when you're a rookie, you know, you're going to get your money taken from you a lot. All right. Second one, you go back in and you're like, okay, I know the 4-year cycles now, everything. I know what to look for. And then the third one is like, you really, really are a veteran. You know every single kind of category in crypto, what they do, what has utility, what are good narratives. You know when to sell as well, like along the way. Because a lot of people, they just hold all their bags all the way down. It's like, that's not how you are going to get rich. You got to take profits along the way. Stack that dry powder and then put it into another one with size. And then you flip that into a 2x, 3x. That's how you do it. You're not going to just put like 20K into one play and then hope that 20K, you hold it for 3 years and then it goes and becomes $1 million. It's not going to happen. You got to make some plays along the way here. And you got to have a few different plays in your portfolio. You can't just be one coin here. All right. That's not how you change your life. So that's why joining a trading group is very, very important. I tell people all the time, Like, if you join a coin community, that's fine. That's fine because you're invested in it and it's cool to be in a community with other people that are investing in the same thing as you, but don't get it twisted. All these people against you in that coin community, they are against you. It's player versus player. Are you going to sell first or are they going to sell first? And that's why I don't like that. I like a trading community because everyone's just sharing alpha, sharing knowledge and stuff like that. So this is the best. And yeah, so if you join Telegram groups and Discords of coin projects and stuff like that, like you're going to get information about their roadmap and you're going to see what the project is doing in real time. And you're going to be in the nitty gritty, seeing the details, but you're going to also be biased and blinded. And you're going to think that this is the best coin ever and blah, blah, blah. I can name a bunch of these coins here where they have cult-like communities. I would stay away from that. Just invest in it. All right. Don't put any emotions into the cryptos. All right. You need to be able to cut ties quickly, move on to the next play. That's how you make money. Let's see. Velvet, that's a fantastic question. What's my zodiac sign? You seem to be good at tech analysis. Thanks. Are you a Scorpio? I'm not a Scorpio and I'm also not a Virgo. I'm a Gemini. So birthday was in June. So it just passed. But yeah, I'm a Gemini. So I don't really like pay attention to that stuff. But you know, sometimes when you read about like your horoscope and like whatever, you're like, wow, that's my life, that's me, you know. But it's supposed to kind of be like where anybody can relate to that, you know, in my opinion. But maybe it's true though. Maybe it's 100% accurate, you know. Cedars, good to see you, man. If I put money into SHIB, you think I can ride it up or too risky now? You know, I would never buy something that is already ran up a lot. You know, if you see this in the last 24 hours, it's 17%. You can see that it's already kind of starting to come back down a little bit. It's cooling off. So I would say compared to where its all-time high was, which it's never ever going to get back to that point. That was a once in a lifetime opportunity where, you know, it goes from let me see over here, $3 billion, you know, in the span of a week, 2 weeks, okay, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, goes from 3 billion to 41 billion. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's never going to go back up to 41 billion, but could it go back up to 10 billion? Yeah, I could see that happening. It could reach these levels again, you know. But the thing is with the meme coins and stuff like that, you have to think about what kind of investors do they attract. They attract people, especially nowadays in 2026, that go from play to play to play to play, and they always are looking for the new hot thing. And I feel like people, they don't really want to invest in something that is billions of dollars of market cap already. Because if you look at the gains, there's not that many gains. This thing has to get a lot of money in this just to 2x for you, just to double. This has to go up to $5-6 billion of market cap. So would you rather invest in this where, yeah, it's safer, like it's never going to rug because it's SHIB? Or would you rather invest in something that's hot and new and it's getting exchange listings and stuff? Like I would do the new stuff because crypto, it's an attention economy. That's what this game is, right? So it's an OG, it's a Hall of Fame meme, right? You know, Hall of Fame, if we go over here, it's the ones that have all the exchanges, right? You know, OKX, Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, Robinhood, everything. Like it's everywhere. It's never going to rug, but it's just the gains are not there. You know, like I'm not a big fan of investing in these ones just because they've already had their massive runs. I don't know what kind of hype they could garner to have another huge run like that, given that everything nowadays is buying what's new and what's hot. So, but if I had to buy one of these ones on this list here, I would say it would be Pepe. Just because it's a really different color than the other ones. The other ones are yellow and whatever. I would say Pepe just because it is an OG meme. It's great. You know, it's recognizable. I don't think dog coins are going to have the same kind of bull run this time around that they had in the past, right? They had 2 bull runs in a row where dogs were pretty popular. In 2021, it was Doge and SHIB. And in 2024, 2025, it was dog with hat. And there's a couple others as well, like Bonk and stuff. But I think this time around, it's going to be it's going to be completely different. It's just going to be different kinds of memes. Internet memes are going to be really popular again. I could see Pengu having a good bull run because it's not solely a meme and a picture. It's a whole company. They sell, they make money, things like that. They could do burns. They could do revenue back to holders, things like that. Right now, they don't do revenue back to holders. They keep their money and they put it into marketing. So I think that's good too. But if we go over here, internet memes, like last time around, you had this fart coin one. You had, let me see down here. You have Turbo. You have a few other ones that were like internet memes last cycle. But I think this cycle though, this Ansem one, I think I'm going to buy some more of this. I really do. I think I'm going to buy some more of this because it's come back down. All right. And it's stabilizing. That shows me like there's some trust in this. There's finally a good holder base. A lot of the people that got in at the beginning, they've been paid off now. A lot of the people that bought over here and they made life-changing money, they sold up here and along the way. Now it's kind of like it's changed hands into people that are willing to ride this thing to higher market caps. So it's at $180 million right now. These people that are getting in right now, they're looking at this going to $1 billion, $1.5 billion, maybe 3 or 4 to make money on this. So it's also not something that's $2 million or $4 million of market cap where it can just rug overnight, right? Like as we've seen with a lot of the Robinhood ecosystem, they're so small in market cap and brand new in their infancy that, it's a crapshoot. You're completely rolling the dice. You have no idea like what the devs are doing and stuff. At least Ansem, he's doxed. He could never just rug this because dude, the guy's doxed. He'd probably get killed or something like that. So this thing is good. I like how he's developing it as well. Over the weeks. Now this has been out for what? It's still above 100 million, 150, 180 million dollars. And it's been out since June 26th, when the hype really started. So it's got staying power for sure. And what's the volume at? Volume is still pretty good. It's, guys, it's Saturday. A lot of people, they're not even looking at the markets right now. They're out, they're just, enjoying the weekends, and it still has $15 million of volume. That's 20% of its market cap. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So Black Bull, I like it. We go over here real quick. Good to see Kevin up in the house. Hope that you're having a good weekend. Yep, I do remember you, Rainbow, as the Stellar girl. I know. There's 2 or 3 of you that are Stellar Lumens fans. Yeah, I like that. I don't think anybody watching me last cycle was really big into XLM, so it's cool to have some people in that community. Akash, good to see you. For those who want to start on low budget, like 500 or 1,000, how can one make thousands consistently or reach that level over time? That is a fantastic question. All right. And a lot of people that start with smaller amounts, they think that they have to risk the whole entire amount to make money because they're like, well, if I only have $500, how do I start making bigger money here? Like, because it's going to take a long time if you only bet $10 and $20 and stuff. And the reality is, if you bet everything or a lot of it, you could easily set yourself way back, because if you lose 40% of your portfolio on a couple bad plays, right? Because this is trading. Sometimes you're going to take some L's every once in a while, right? Nobody bats 100% all the time. I would say this, with $500, if I had only $500 or $1,000, I would start playing with like $50 trades here and there, and I would try to flip that into 100 and 200, and then continue doing that until you can get to maybe about 5,000. And then when you get to 5,000, I would say start increasing your bet sizes, like 200, $300 for every trade. That's how you do it, right? So for somebody that has $1 million, obviously they're betting like, you know, a $10,000 into something, right? Or 5,000. Those are the whales that jump into things, right? So to get to that point, you have to be very careful and you have to respect your money. You don't want to just put it all into one trade because, you know, you should respect your money. Like even $500, you always respect it, right? If you make a 2x, start taking your initial investment out. That means that you can't lose on this trade, and then you can have a moon bag on the side. If the moon bag keeps riding, you ride it up and you take profits along the way, right? So, which is nice. And also a big thing in Vilos is when you close a trade, if I go over here real quick, let me see. Let's say I wanted to close this cash cat trade right here, all right? Big thing in Vilos, you can now close, you know, 25%, 50%, 75%, you know, you could close the whole entire thing if you want. You could even just do a custom amount right there, and you can say how much you sold of the token of the crypto play. And then you tell your exit price and then your closing thesis, and you can decide whether you post it to the community or not. It doesn't have to be public. It can be private for you, all right? But I would say just because it's way more fun having friends and stuff like that and investing in things together, it's cool to post at the community, right? And you get diamonds every single time that you post to the community. I want to see more people get this gold over here. Get the gold name, all right? And the whale status. That would be super dope seeing some people with that. I already see a few. You know, I see Viking has it. Let me go down here. Vikings got both. Looking good. Let's check out down here real quick. So people are saying dude looks good. Profit Pursuit says it. He likes it. All right. And then you got Ferrari. Thanks for sharing. I picked up a small bag as well. I might pick up a small bag of this. It looks decent. New buy Elsa. What's this one? All right. So Elsa, what market cap is that? This is $48 million. Artificial intelligence, AI agent. Okay, what's the volume at today? Volume's at 31% of its market cap. I like that. 1 billion total supply. There's a lot of dilution to go with this though. So only $11 million market cap and its FDV is 48. So there's a lot of unlocks coming with that. Let me see real quick. Let me see the website. I've never heard of this one. Elsa. Helps you discover opportunities, execute trades, and manage your portfolio through simple conversations. No dashboards to learn, no complex workflows. Just tell Elsa what you want to do and she takes care of the rest. They have 945K wallets, 18 million prompts processed. Wow. So it's being used. Backed by Base. Okay. It's looking cool. I like that. All right, let me do this. Let me add this to my watch list real quick. Do they have any exchanges? What? It's on Coinbase? Wow. Coinbase, when does this come out? January of this year. This is very interesting. This looks like a decent play. It's down 67% all time. What about all time high? It's down 88% from all time highs. So this thing went up pretty big. Yeah, this thing would have been like a 300 million or 250 million fully diluted at this peak over here when it dropped. Interesting. And their team is doxed. They raised $3 million. The Base Ecosystem Fund. That's what I love about Vilos. You see all this. Nice. So they raised $3 million. There's money behind this. So they definitely want this to go up. Let me check the bubble map real quick. Let's see how decentralized this is. This is looking like a decent play. We'll let that load. Let's see what else. Check. Vikings just coming out with the plays right now. Let's see Elsa's bubble map. 89, oh my gosh. 97% is held by the top 10, but most of it is this contract right here. 73% of it's held by a contract. So its biggest whale is 6.4. That's pretty big, but interesting. I'll add it to my watch list and I'll do some more research on it though. The other one that he was talking about was Checkmate. Oh yeah, I do know this one. Yeah, this one was it's on Coinbase. They raised $4 million. They came out in the beginning of November. So it's not even like a year old yet. And then what is this again? It's gaming utility token. What's the market cap? Is it small? 28 mil market cap, 9.41. I'm not a big fan of gaming narrative. You guys know that, but I'll add this to my watch list though. I'll check it out. We'll do a little bubble map on that in the background real quick. So $13 trillion, Charles Schwab calls for US Senate to pass the Crypto Clarity Act. Yep. You got Trump. He ordered the US military not to carry out the planned strikes last night. That's good. Bank of America projects US deficit to hit $2 trillion this year. All right. BlackRock sells $212 million worth of Bitcoin and 52.8 mil of ETH. So they're still selling right now. And then this is bullish. The Dow Jones is launching a new crypto index. Big time bullish. ETH, BNB, Sol, Tron, and Hype are all going to be included into it. Looking good. I like that. All right. And then we already checked this out. This is where we're at in the cycle right now, guys. This is exactly where we're at. I'm so excited. This is the time that I get the most excited out of all the years, is like in the bear market, at the end of the bear market, because you can really just deploy a ton of money in and you're going to win. Like, it's going to look really, really good. Big update on Vilos with the DEX scan. All right. So it's way more organized now, you know, very, very clean layout, and you can on the computer resize things appropriately. All right. Very clean layout. You can make the chart bigger if you want. You can do whatever you want. So looking good with that, looking good. You get your community intel score on all of these. You can see your converter down here. You can do a bubble map as well. Then you see the pools. All right. You can see exactly which liquidity pools these DEX tokens have. All right. How much liquidity they have. You can see the buys and sells coming in real time with this stuff. Obviously, you get all your stats up there, and then you get the links as well to their X page, to their website. You can even run a scan on this stuff. So this, for example, right here, I wouldn't buy that. It's a 2 out of 100 security scan. So that's obviously it's a scam, right? Bubble map on Checkmate over here. It looks like this is 100% is held by the top 50, 98% in the top 10. So for myself, I'm not going to buy this. This thing looks like it's very thin liquidity. Volume, it's got a little bit of volume today. Let me go back in dark mode. I like dark mode a lot more. But I'll add to my watch list just for now. I'll do some more research on that. I did see that. That's bullish. So Jeff just said that Robinhood Chain is now available in the Coinbase wallet app. Yep. And then somebody else said that Phantom as well. Let me see real quick. Looks like, yeah, Benji said, looks like Robinhood Chain is live in Phantom wallet too. Very bullish. For Robinhood stuff, I use the Robinhood wallet app. It's just very clean. It's really easy to do. It's kind of like Phantom. I actually like it more than Phantom. I do. Money breeds money, mate. To make 1,000 per every 2 or 3 days on a trade requires good amounts of initial investments for trades, like at least 6,000 to 7,000. That's very, very true. That's very true, because it's very rare that you're gonna put in like, you know, $6,000 and then it becomes $12,000 overnight. All right, that's 100% gain. But if you're risking 6, 7, 8, 9K on a trade, that's quite a bit of money, right? If it goes up 20% for you, you might just want to take your money out. Just take your money out, take your profits. You went in and you came out with more. That's what I do a lot in the bear market here. When I see Bitcoin flips bullish, all right, then I'm going to deploy and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to keep adding and DCAing on the way up in the bull run. All right, that's my strategy. That's my strategy for the next few years here. So obviously this is my 4th crypto cycle. I'm planning on making this the most profitable, of course. You know, every single cycle that's gone by, I've made more and more. which is the natural progression, right? You just keep becoming a better trader and you know more information and stuff. This crypto bull run, I was like, I'm gonna build Vilos for our community here so that we can have a dope website that just tells us everything that we need to know, make the best informed decisions, right? If we go over here real quick in the top 100, let's see what's pumping on the day. Biggest ones, SHIB is up 18% like we covered earlier. AVAX is up 8%. Venice is back at 13 bucks. All right, Morpho as well, it's up 4%. On the week, it's up 17%. Or that's the month. The month, it's up 17% right here, Morpho. I was looking at this one. It's on my watch list. I think it's good. I think it's a good one. You can see their DeFi protocol here. All right, they're not producing any revenue, but they're making fees. Right, they're both very different. So they're not like making money, they're just making fees and stuff like that. And they're probably developing the protocol even more with that. DeFi protocol has $7.51 billion under total value locked. That's really good. So very nice. That's why I like this a lot. The market cap's not even that big. It's 2 billion. This thing is obviously, it's a very legit project here, right? Like they raised $244 million for this. You have A16Z Paradigm, Coinbase Ventures, all that stuff behind this. This is like a legit project here. So let me see what real quick. Morpho's price increased a little bit over the past 24 hours because, let me see, futures liquidations were minimal. Okay. Social interactions reached 91,000 on X. Sentiment score is 82 out of 100. So people are bullish on this. They like this. It's on my watch list. I'm going to probably establish a position into it. Let me see. Oh, BitTensor coming down at 191. So for the last month here, I've been saying BitTensor's in a downtrend. It's probably going to come down to 170, 160 maybe, because that's just where the Fibonacci retracements are. You know, this thing's in a downtrend and it's going to finally find its bear market bottom when Bitcoin finds its bottom. Then this thing is going to have a big bull run. I think this thing's going to go up to like, I could see this going up to $1,200 minimum. It's going to go up to like $900 to $1,000, and then it'll probably get up to like $1,200 to $2,000, maybe even more, maybe even $2,500. I could see that, but it's going to be a big market cap, all right? It's already 4 billion fully diluted, but it's a good one, leading the AI sector. If we go over here real quick, let's go check out categories, and we'll go over to AI agents. Let's see which ones are pumping today. 24-hour. Okay. Wait, why did I star this one? Agent S. Was this an accident? I think this is an accident. I don't think I meant to star this one, but yeah, no, that was an accident. Let me go back over here real quick. Let's see. Venice. This Amico one is up 73% on the year. It's $2.2 million market cap. Yeah, this thing looks like it rugged. I never bought into this. This is just like something that I was looking at. It's on, let me see. Yeah, it's on no exchanges. I was doing like heavy research into AI agent ecosystem because I think it's going to be massive this bull run. I think Banker Coin, oh my gosh. Whoa, what the hell just happened with Banker Coin? Look at that, guys. It's at 29 mil market cap. It just tanked right now. July 25th, it went from $34 million of market cap, like literally right now. Oh my gosh, what the hell happened? It just went from 34 mil to 29 mil. Looks like a big whale just got out of this right now. Let me see real quick on their X. Did they announce something bearish? Nope. Let me see real quick. Banker. Some idiot just sold 530,000 worth of Banker, received only 340,000 due to slippage. Dude, what an idiot, guys. Who would sell in one clip, one shot, one trade, $500,000 in something that's like a $30 million market cap? Of course, you're going to lose hundreds of thousands in slippage. What a dumbass. Oh my gosh. He really wanted out. He really wanted out. Yo, X, we are locked out of the banker account and this doesn't work. Please advise. Oh. Is that why they got locked out? Is something happening over at Banker Coin? There's some drama going on. We're here for it. We're looking at it live. Wow. That's really weird. I mean, it didn't have like a massive dip right here, but you know, it did lose like $6 million of market cap in like 1 minute. So interesting to see that. But I think Banker, though, as long as they don't rug their project, I think it's going to be good because it's on Coinbase. But Virtuals, where is that one though? Virtuals protocol. I want to see that. Where's Virtuals at? It's at 58 cents. Yeah, this is the floor for Virtuals, guys. It doesn't want to go below like 55 cents. You know, 50 cents is like, this is like the long range where it's in. It's a good accumulation area. Look at that. The past 3 months, it's in this range. I like this a lot. Oh, wow. Geminis are smart too. June Gemini or May Gemini? June. Yeah. Astrology is my side interest. Gemini is good at analysis too. Also, communication is the main theme. They also represent information which fits with the creation of Vilos. Appreciate it. Mr. J, I think agents will take the spotlight instead of dog memes this cycle. Of course, 100%, man. Agents are way more bullish because they actually do things on chain. They can trade for you. They can shop for you. They can, you know, send things for you like emails and communications and stuff. I have a ton of agents that I've programmed. What market cap can Banker Coin reach this bull cycle? If they don't rug their project, they got a good chance of getting up to, I would say, very close to their all-time high at the bare bones minimum. And they could get up to like, you know, maybe $400 to $600 million of market cap. So its all-time high market cap was 105. I could see it having a new higher high this cycle for sure if they don't rug it. Looks like they're having a little bit of drama today though. Right? But they need a little bit more exchanges than this though, right? They have Coinbase, that's great. That's phenomenal. But they need a little bit more exchanges. I'd like to see like KuCoin and OKX, Kraken, things like that. But let me see real quick, actually. So their dev, this is their dev right here. Deployer, 0x Deployer. That's the guy that made Banker Coin. Oh. He said also 3 days of posts have been deleted. What kind of fuckery is this? We have 2FA on the account secured via passkey. Did someone gain unauthorized access and trigger auto lockout? Dude, I don't know if this guy just actually sold it. He might have sold this like $500,000. I'm not gonna accuse anybody of anything, but maybe there's something sketch going on over there. I'd say Virtuals protocol is a lot more bullish though than Banker. Gold and Glitter, good to see you. When did you begin trading and how did you teach yourself the charts and tech analysis? Were you working in a job then? I have a finance background. I studied business in college. You know, and back in 2016, 2017, I was really interested in normal investing and learning that stuff. I have a family background in finance as well. And, you know, my dad, he works in finance, so it's good. You know, I just have a lot of influence around me. The guys, my friends that went to college with me, a lot of them work in finance. A lot of them, you know, are traders, and they've made a lot of money with internet stuff. So back then, I was just very, very interested in the opportunity of making money online. And I started doing a few things, bouncing around with drop shipping, e-commerce things, and I didn't really like it as much as I thought I was. So I started some other online companies, bounced around at a few. Then I just found crypto in like 2018, 2019. That's when I first set up my crypto.com account. I bought some Bitcoin, some ETH, and I was just kind of a normie back then, right? And then that was kind of like the first cycle. And then after that, I got pretty good at it, right? I made some money in the big 2019 to 2021 bull run. I made some good plays. And then along the way, I just spent all day, every day and all night studying cryptocurrency. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to start a channel. So I started a channel in 2023. And then, I started a trading group. I'd made some phenomenal trades. I made a lot of people a lot of money. And then I was like, I'm pretty good at this. So I just kept doing that. And it became my full-time job like in 2023, and then, made life-changing money. And then now I was like, I think Discord is it's boring. I'm not a big fan of just spending all day in Discord. I don't like that. I don't know if you guys know this, but like the stereotype of Discord mods and stuff, like they take their job very seriously. I don't really like the kinds of people that it attracts. So I was like, Discord, you could be in a Discord for a music thing or like, I don't know, like art or a YouTuber or this or that, or make your own server. And I was like, I don't like seeing all these servers and stuff. So I was like, I just want to concentrate on finance and crypto. So I was like, I'm going to build my own platform here. So I took, after the bull run ended in October, in November, I got the idea of building this. I had the vision of it. And then I just spent like 9-10 months absolutely coding every single day. And I became like a software developer. So I put those skills and the crypto skills together and I put it into Vilos. And I love it. It's awesome. I love seeing everybody come up in the community and like everyone's like-minded. And there's no bullshit with like other stuff in Discord and like drama and stuff like that. It's just this. It's awesome. So, but I taught myself, like it's self-taught. You don't need to go to university or college or anything, but I did go to college. I graduated and I graduated in business. So I knew that I wanted to be my own boss, that was a long time ago. Kita has been holding 0.11 to 0.12 range. They integrated with Layer 0 to bring tokenized commercial bank money cross chain. All right. So Kita is rolling out some more stuff. Let me see real quick. Let me see their price action. Is it still around 11 to 12 cents? Yeah. Still in this range here. So this is the range between 16 cents and 11 cents here. So it looks like it's bottomed out, Akash. It looks like this is a good time to be accumulating. It's been in this range since December. All right. Between 22 cents and 11 cents, but still kind of making lower lows here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing drops to like 6 or 7 cents. When Bitcoin makes its bottom in 2 months from now. I think that's going to happen, right? Then you could grab double the amount for your dollar. If this thing goes down to 5 or 6 cents, you're getting double the amount per dollar. So I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to add this one just yet. I want to see it start breaking into an uptrend first. See if it actually comes back around. Because let me go back. If it's high risk, right? It's only $117 million FDV, and this is a layer 1. So it's very small market cap. But it's good though. It's on my watch list. Go over here real quick. Let's smash the like on the stream. Let's get as many people watching as possible. Let's see over here real quick. Let's go to Ask Vilos. Let me see. Is now a good time to be entering hype? Oh wait, let me go over here real quick. Let me just put this back on. Hold on a sec. at the okay, that'll fix in the background right there. Let's go over here real quick. Let's see some more trades. What are you guys getting into today? So we got Checkmate, Robin Fund. This is a scam, guys. I wouldn't buy this. This is a scam. It's good that you close your position, JT. Nice little profit, 56 bucks. Nice. You got Hee over here. It's up 20. You're up 28 bucks. You got 200,000 of this. This one had a big bull run, actually. I remember this. This thing did pretty good. Wow. It went up to $32 million market cap, and now you're getting it at 900K market cap. It's worth a lottery ticket. Does this have, it has only crypto.com? That's really weird. It has like one tier one and then absolutely nothing else. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't buy it just because it needs to have more exchanges than that. You got Purr. Purr I'm looking at, and you guys know this. I've been looking at this for a little bit. Still haven't bought any. It's a little hard to buy this because it's on Hyperliquid, but it's a $38 million market cap. So it's a good thing I didn't buy it a month ago. I saw it was kind of in a downtrend. You know, I was looking at it when it was at like 56 mil, 59 mil market cap right over here. And then now it's in a stair step down. A couple elevators on the way down actually, but now it's at 38 mil. So it's kind of getting to an area where I might buy some. It's got Binance US. I like that. Looks good. It's on my watch list. I might throw in a bag. So you bought some. You're up 14 bucks already. You bought at this price basically. Okay. Wojak. Viking got some Wojak. Let's see what it's at right now. I said that I wanted to buy this if it came down to the mid-teens. Okay, now it's at 18, 19 mil market cap. And I was talking about this a few weeks ago when it was at like 30 mil. Yeah, 33 mil market cap up here. Now it's kind of getting to the area where I think it'd be a good time to be adding some. Because you can see once it was up here, it was in a downtrend making a lower high. So I was like, it is going to come back down to this point over here because that's its support. And now it's basically right there. So I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a higher low than this low over here. So this, I'm probably going to throw in a little bit of money here. Probably going to throw in a little bit of money. This has Binance US, Mexi, Gate.io. And I love the meme and I like their website a lot. They did a great job with this website. Really like this a lot. Let's see their community on X. Are they posting a lot? Let me see, 50K, that's great. 7 hours ago. Yeah, they're getting like 200 likes a post. I like that. Yeah, I'll be adding this one to my portfolio potentially today. Let me see if it's down. It's down 1.5. 7 day, it's down 3. 1 month, it's down 23%. Yeah, could buy some, and I'll probably just buy it right here on Bilos. It's pretty dope that you can just connect your wallet, buy it right there on Bilos. It's decentralized, a decentralized DEX. Let me go over here real quick. Troll, nice. I like this a lot. Troll is back down. This is a good time to be buying some, guys. Let me see, 3 month. Where is it support? Right over here. Yeah, it fell right below the 40 mil mark. So could come back down to 25 million. Could maybe come back down to $25 million of market cap right over here. I don't see it going back down to 10 million or $12 million down here. That's bear market low. I think this thing is going to make a higher low over here. So that's a good one. That's a good one. Let me see volume. Only 6%, kind of low, but it's the weekend though. You got Coinbase, Crypto.com. Let me see their X. 38K. Yeah, they get great engagement, like 400 to 600 likes a post. That's really good for a bear market. Like, that's really good. Fox. Yeah, we can go check out Fox. Let me see. It's back to 955. All right. So this thing did run up to like 3 million market cap. We go over here. Yeah, it ran up to 3. That was its peak. Kind of rugged right back down to 300K market cap. That's insane. It's insane how people just completely, the teams and stuff, they just get out. Like, the team for sure sold because you can't go from like 3 million down to 300K in like a week without insiders selling. But it looks like it's kind of having a little bit of ramp up, and I like the logo. It's got no exchanges yet. CashCat's basically the only one getting exchanges right now. But are they posting still? Yep. They're posting. It's got potential. It does. It's not dead. It's at $1 million a market cap. When you zoom out to the chart, this part looked pretty ugly over here, but they did recover, right? So they're back at like right under $1 million. I think it has potential. I think it has a little bit of potential here. I believe I still have an open position in it, but it's not like a lot of money. It's like a couple $100 or something like that. Those are all just little lottery tickets, Okay. Golden Glitter. Hey, David, memes are so risky though. What is your biggest way of earning in crypto? Is it doing shorts on memes? No, I don't really do shorts on meme coins because meme coins are unpredictable. The things that I like to short are projects that are heavily manipulated and concentrated within the top 10 and top 50 holders. And so for today, let me see over here real quick. If I go to real quick, let's go check out my X page. Today I posted this, all right? I want you guys to know this because this could be some alpha, all right? So it's July 25th, Beat, all right? Beat, Audiera, it's at $3.43. It's a scam, 100%. Because it's all-time high last month, all right? It went from $11.33 and, a week later, not even like 6 days later, is at $1.50. Obviously, it's a scam. But when you deep dive into this a little bit more, the top 50 wallets hold 95% of the supply. This thing is a $3.43 billion fully diluted market cap. Why? Why is this 3.43 billion? And how is it that with only 50 people holding 95% of the supply? That doesn't make any sense. All right. So when you see that, that's going to be a good position to short in. And it reminds me a lot of Lab. All right. I called when Lab was at $18. Now it's at 15 cents. It's 99% down. I shorted that. I made a lot of money on that. But Audiera, Beat, this is another one that is going to be a scam. It's going to be a scam. Look at this Lab post right here. I said 90% of it is held by insiders. It's $18.16 billion FTV. This one was even worse. And it had a really low volume, only 31 million bucks of volume. Now, that was the screenshot of the price in this thing, in this post on June 25th. $18 it was at. Now it's at 15 cents. So probably saved some people with that if they were in that. And I also made people money by them shorting it. But Audiera, Beat, this is another one, guys. But the way that I make money in crypto is it's a mixture of a lot of things, right? So the most passive money is staking, right? You could stake a few Hyperliquid, earn some yield, things like that. You could stake. I do that shorting in the bear market, longing in the bull market. And then of course, spot accumulation in the bear market is the biggest way that I make money. It's buying all this stuff when it's down 95%. And that's the most important thing. And I made a post today on X. All right. Made a post today on X right here. Okay. 99% of the cryptos are worthless. They're all Ponzi's. All right. And, obviously the 1% that's not, it's basically like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, things like that. But Bull market is sell it into the euphoria. Bear market, you buy the garbage. All right, that's basically what it is. You got to understand that this stuff, there's no utility whatsoever with 99.99% of cryptocurrencies, because there's about 6 million different coins out there. I believe there might be even more. It might be like 25 million coins, because most of them are just, you know, pump fun and all that stuff. That there's about what, 16,000 new tokens every single day that's created. So obviously most of them are scams. But yeah, you know, like even the stuff that actually does have a market cap right now, there's a reason why every single bull market, all these cryptocurrencies, they go up and then they drop 90%. It's because all this stuff is worthless vaporware. They shouldn't even have a token. But you have to understand that, and then you buy them, right? You buy this garbage in the bear market, like right now, and then you sell it in a year and in 2 years from now. Just play the game, all right? Don't hate the game, just play the game. That's how you make money. Appreciate the 5. Appreciate the 5 golden glitter. How do we know which coins are heavily manipulated or we can short those? Do you have a group I can join where I can get that info and do shorts too? Absolutely. The group is right here on the screen. It's Vilos. You get all of my trades. Every single one of my trades, you get them. So if it's a short, like if I do this, right? I'll show you. If you click on trade entry right here, I will tell you if it's a long, a short, or a spot. And once it's posted, you still see if it's a long or short. I even tell you how much leverage I've used, all right? You know, could do 5x leverage, whatever. That's what I did on Lab. I did a 5x short on Aster, basically. That's the exchange that I shorted it on, and then I posted in here, and then I'll tell you the quantity and price and everything like that. So, you know, if I were to do this, right? If I were to do beat right now, okay, let's say I went on to Aster, I deposited 1,000 USDT. All right, I enter a short, I do 5x leverage. I'm probably playing with $5,000, you know, of trading. So I just enter the price that I got into it at, you know, 343. You know, in your leverage account, it'll tell you how much you're playing with, you know, 10,000 or whatever it is. Put your 5x, press on short, and then I would type in, you know, my thesis up here, why it's heavily manipulated. Then I post it, you get it to your phone immediately. And it's the same thing with all the other members. You don't get the members, all the members' trades to your phone, because it's going to be way too much. But you'll get mine, and you can turn them on and off. You don't have to, but join the community. It's in the live chat right now. Best community. You get all the tools and all the tools of Discord all in one right here. And, you know, to answer your question about like, how can you tell if something's heavily manipulated? Like I just ran through, you definitely want to do a bubble map on this stuff, right? You want to go onto the page on Vilos, then you click on bubble map up here, right there. You let this load. If you see the top 50 or the top 10 are holding 80% of the supply, 80 is kind of the mark for me where I'm like, that's too much, right? Now this one's even worse. 95.9% is held by the top 50. Top 10, 85.2. You know, this thing is heavily manipulated. So there's no reason why 50 people can get this thing up to $3.36 billion. There was no raise behind it. There's no money that was raised for this project, no fundraising. There's no VCs behind this. It's just a team that has unlocks. That's it. That's all it is. So, and then of course you got to look at what the hell the project is, right? Like this thing right here should not be $3.43 billion of market cap, all right? This is a basic website that you can make with AI. Very, very simple. I mean, dude, there's nothing special with this website. Terrible logo, all right? And I mean, what do you even do with this token? It's only on Mexi. So this thing is gonna rug. It's gonna rug in the near future. I will short this very soon. I just want to see, I'm not doing it yet because they are in a little uptrend right now. They're in a slight uptrend and it's a manipulation trend. See this over the 7-day? So if I were to short this at 336 and I play with tight leverage with like a 10x leverage, my liquidation price will probably be around $4 or something. So if they push it up to $4, I lose all my money. So I'm not going to do that. But I always do stop losses and take profit levels. So SL and TPs on the Aster exchange, Hyperliquid. You want to have those levels so that even when you're sleeping at night, it'll fill for you, right? Always have a trailing stop and a trailing take profit for sure, so you don't miss. Lighter gives Hyperliquid kind of vibes. Lighter looks good, man. It does. It's on Ethereum. It's at $2 right now. It's a good time to accumulate. I'm probably going to buy some more, like between $1.90 and $2. I think it's good. Let me see real quick over here. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking something over there with my software. I don't know why my comments get removed from chat. I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't have any moderators or anything like that. Michael, what percentage of crypto portfolio do you think should be in Bitcoin versus higher risk altcoins? That's a good question. I think Bitcoin, you know, it depends on it really depends on what your goals are, man. Like, and it depends how much money you have. If you have more money, I would say put more of it into Bitcoin because your goal is more to preserve that wealth instead of risking it. If you're a smaller fish, right, I really wouldn't even touch Bitcoin all that much, maybe 10%, 20%, so that you minimum have something that's going to go up in the bull run. But you're also going to get Solana and Hyperliquid and all this stuff go up, and it's probably going to outperform Bitcoin. So instead of Bitcoin, if you're under like 50,000, you know, or maybe even 100K, I would just go with the blue chip alts, Ethereum. Not a big fan of Ethereum. I would say Solana, Hyperliquid, those ones. Even BNB would be good. BNB is solid. It had a great bull run last cycle. It outperformed Bitcoin. You know, this thing started at 223 and it went up all the way to 1,000. I mean, it didn't necessarily outperform Bitcoin because Bitcoin was at 15K and went up to 120. So I don't even think it did. But this one's good. So I'd say 10 to 20% in Bitcoin. If you're like a millionaire, I mean, depends how many millions you have, you know. I would say like maybe 40%, 60%. But you also don't want to have 100% of your net worth in crypto, right? You want to always have a solid nest egg and, you know, have your bills paid for and, you know, not stress out if you see a couple of your plays are struggling, right? Can you analyze Beast? Yeah, we can do that for sure. It's a decent chart. I like the chart. Came out in May. It's on Coinbase. I like that. Market cap, what's it at? 84 mil market cap. A lot of dilution to go with this. It's 19.80. Next unlock is March of 2027. Okay, well, that changes things, right? So you're not going to get any dilution till then. They raised 15.2 million. This is a legit project. Is Coinbase Ventures behind this? Yep. Okay, well, this is a good project. I'm going to add to my watch list. Where was it though? So this is a good time to buy it. Let me see. Its all-time high. Its all-time high was 13 cents. Now it's at 8. So it's not really that far down. But this is basically the bottom for it, because if it has Coinbase and it has funding like that, $15 million of funding, and it's a $19 million market cap, this is the bottom for it. It's not going to go that much lower. So yeah, this is a good buy right now. It's a good buy. I like the website too. I've seen it a few times. Nice website. Trade equities, crypto, and commodities 24/7 permission. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like it could be really good. What's this? Borderless spending. Load crypto, tap Visa. So they have a Visa card. This looks very good, actually. Volume. Let me see. Where's the volume here? 13 million. It's 66% of the supply. I like that. Yeah, this one looks great. Let me see X real quick. 41K followers. Pretty good engagement. Yeah, this one, I'll add it to my portfolio. I might buy some today. Maybe today or in the next week or so. We'll see. Because it's... this is kind of forming a base right now. It did dip down to 7.5, but it's come back up a little bit. But you can see it's retesting this level over here. So if it breaks above this, then it's probably bottomed out. Looks solid though. What was its bottom? 6 cents? Oh yeah. This looks good. I'm gonna set an alert right now. I'll say price below. Price below 8.2. That's the alert sent out. Let me see. At pre-sale at the moment with 3 account. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. If you don't mind, how much do you typically do shorts for on these coins? How much do you put in and how much do you bet on? Do you bet for? I mean, like we all have different amounts of money, right? We're all at different points in our investing journeys. So it's always different amounts, right? It depends on the situation and the setup. Depends on the chart. Depends on the project. Like it depends, but typically for me, like a few thousand, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't go with 100x leverage though. That's something that you need to know. I don't do that. I do 3, 5, 6x leverage so that my liquidation price is a little bit further away, so I have less risk, right? I'm not a degenerate. I do calculated bets. On Vilos, how do we see a list of stocks per sector? For example, real estate. You just got to go on stocks over here, right? You go on stocks, and then oh, you're talking about categories for stocks, like having own categories. I could do that. All of them right now, they have a little thing next to it. So it says tech, healthcare, finance, retail. So yeah, I could do that. I could do that. That would be pretty good. I like that idea. Can you look at Lil Pepe, their site, worth it? Yeah, we can go do that. Thanks for the 2. Lil Pepe. Lil Pepe. Lil Pepe. Give me the contract address and I'll try to find it. Is it this one right here? I don't know which one it is because there is a lot of Lil Pepes here. I need the contract address. Put the CA in the chat. Juan, Mexico. Good to see you. What's its market cap? Which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? Golden Glitter on your website, David? Where do you track trades or where do you do shorts? Just trying to navigate. Yeah, you just have to go on the community. Go on community here, and then you can see, if you click on trades right here, you can see everyone's trades, right? You can also click on a member's profile, right? You can click on a member's profile, their stats come up, and then you can see their trades down below. You can click on trades. So you can click on their trades, you can see exactly which ones are open and which ones are closed. So, and these are all the trades that people decide to share with the community, right? Nobody's forced to post them in the community. You can just make your trades on the trades thing up here and then post them for yourself if you want. Very simple. Just like how the portfolio, you can just post your stuff in your portfolio there, right? Like nobody sees your portfolio, right? Let me see real quick. Yeah, I would say Golden Glitter, just go on hop on Vylos, make an account and start exploring around. I'm sure you're gonna like it. Still waiting for that Lil Pepe contract address. If you want me to check it out. I don't want to miss your super chat. Let me see real quick. Let's see some other stuff. Stock market right now. Nvidia still at 206. Okay. Let me go watch list again. Let's see if there's anything pumping up big time today. Yeah, the Fox one has a big recovery right now. It's back up 81% after drop after basically rugging. Ansem's going up. Ansem's going up. It's almost at 190 now. Let me see. What's Turbo at? Turbo 55 mil. It's still in that range right now. Oh, it bounced up a little bit. You can see it went from 53 mil. Now it's at 56. Little pump, tiny little pump. It's a long watch list. Oh yeah, I got to get rid of a few of these. I was looking at them and then they rugged. For example, this light beam one, it's down 97% on the week. It died. So this one will be off of the watch list. That's why I want to put them on my watch list for a while, because when they look like they have a nice website and a good project, I'm not completely sold on it yet. I need to see, you know, do they have staying power or are they just like a quick pump and dump? Oh wow. Aerodrome's dropping right now. This is fantastic. I want to buy some more, and I was like, man, I wish that this thing could come back down a little bit, because it'd be a nice price point, you know. Getting this between where it was in June at 32 cents, now it's at 42, so it's still in this range right now. It's testing this support level at 40 cents. If it drops below, it's probably going back down to 30. Yeah, this is a good time to be buying some. Aerodrome's a solid play. They just made $114,000 in the past 24 hours. They're making yield money. Yeah, I think once Bitcoin, I think a lot of altcoins are kind of anticipating Bitcoin to drop a little bit, and they're already starting to dump before Bitcoin dumps. So Bitcoin is going to drop pretty soon here. It's going to go back down probably in the 50,000 range, 54,000 to 60,000. It'll go back down, make a ultimate bear market bottom. It might take another 2 months to play out, but I don't see it going back up to 70,000. Can't see it. Not right now. Not before the bull run. Let me see if somebody pasted the contract address. I don't see it in the chat. If it's in the community, right, you could post it in the community right now and I can go click on it. If you go to Vylos community and just post it in there. Akash wants me to go check out Recall. Oh, let me see. So you just bought some 6 days ago. RSI is at 66. It's a little overheated. Yeah, I mean, this is an ugly chart, bro. This is an ugly chart. I would not touch this, but it's 40 mil market cap and there's still a lot of dilution to go. And the chart looks like this. It looks like token unlocks killed this thing. Next unlock is on August 14th. I wouldn't get that. It's terrible dilution. It's on Coinbase though, but What is this? AI agents. When did it come out? October last year. I don't like the dilution with this. Nah, I wouldn't buy that. I don't think it's strong enough with those tokenomics to have a good bull run. All right, well, guys, I'm starving right now, so I'm gonna go unpack those groceries and I'm gonna go make something to eat. Smash the like. Hope that you guys enjoyed the stream today. Definitely, subscribe to the channel up there. Hit the bell as well so you don't miss these. And join Bilos. It's the best app. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace out.